Alright, so hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel। और अगर आप नए हैं तो welcome back to my YouTube channel। मतलब मैं आपका दोबारा से स्वागत करना चाहूँगा। तो आज मैं हूँ एक ट्रेन में जो कि जा रही है बहुत तेज़ रफ्तार से ओपोले शहर की ओर। ओपोले शहर व्रॉत्सलाव से पास पड़ता है, आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं। और जो है स्पेशल ओकेजन वो है ईस्टर। ईस्टर को बोलते हैं पोलिश में वियल्का नोट्स, मतलब ग्रेट नाइट। वियल्का मतलब ग्रेट और नाइट मतलब नॉट्स, राइट। तो ये जो सेलिब्रेशन होता है ये होता है जीसस के वापस रिसरेक्शन का। तो ऐसा माना जाता है कि इस रात को हुआ था। तो मेरी एक बहुत रिलीजियस फ्रेंड है तो मैं उसके साथ जा रहा हूँ। तो मैं आपको सब कुछ दिखाऊंगा कि क्या ट्रेडिशंस है पोलैंड में, क्या चर्च जाके जो रीडिंग्स वगैरह होती है उसकी ट्रांसलेशंस मैं प्रोवाइड करने की कोशिश करूँगा। गारंटी नहीं है बिकॉज अगेन रिलीजियस लैंग्वेज बहुत अलग होती है डे टू डे लाइफ की लैंग्वेज से, बट मैं कोशिश पूरी करूँगा। एंड या आप मेरे साथ बने रहिए। Excellent. So in order to reach from Wrocław to Opole, it only takes about 15 minutes to an hour and 10 minutes. It's a really smooth ride. The ticket is also not super expensive. It's only like 20 Polish zlotys. And if you have a student discount, then it's even much cheaper. This building is extremely beautiful. Again, all of this is German architecture. The same history goes with Poland. This area is actually very specific. So this egg, again for Easter, is kept in the middle pillar. There's a pillar to the right of it and a pillar to the extreme left of it. And the idea is that if you stand underneath these pillars to the extreme left and right, you can actually hear each other. So my friend Magdalena's her colleague, this is Ola. Hey Ola, nice to see you. So she came to pick me up and then we both arrived. Her dad was very happy to welcome us, and in the background you can hear the toys, I mean the dogs, and they were extremely happy, like they know me, Ola. And so we took them for a walk for a little bit outside. Then we told them that, guys, you have to go inside, because after chatting for a little bit, the first thing that needed to be done is to take these baskets. These are food for tomorrow. So the Christians, they fast because Jesus is dead and there's no point in eating, and it's just a very sad occasion. So they remember this by fasting, and they take this food to this little church, very beautiful one. This, again, very beautiful, very little church, nice architecture, nice place to sit, very community oriented. I was the only foreigner there, and yet they were very appreciative of me. So as you can see, I also put my peanut butter sandwich. Yep, that's the one, Mag, thank you. So we got this one blessed, and now that this has been blessed, I mean, it will be eventually with the water, we can actually go there next day, home I mean, and eat it and enjoy the breakfast amazingly. So and then after we took every food that was blessed to the house, we headed straight to the cemetery, and at the cemetery we had to pay a visit to Mag's grandma and grandpa. Of course, on the way to the cemetery there were these shops beautifully set up, and they had all the things that could possibly be required for the proceedings at the cemetery, including candles, flowers. We too took some flowers and candles to renew them and headed straight towards the cemetery. Now in Poland there is a famous festival called the All Saints' Day that falls just after Halloween. So that is the 1st of November, and it was the last time I was at a cemetery. Again, on that day, usually people like to visit, and tourists, let's say, tourists like to visit during the night, and it's again very beautiful. This was the first time that I had seen a cemetery look so beautiful in the middle of the day. And through the trees we went to pay a visit to Magdalena's grandma and grandpa. As you can see, this is the grave on the center of the camera. She's saying that this was present there for the Mother's Day. Then we set up there. Mag explained to me their names, how things were with them, the whole history and everything. It's really nice to learn about them. And the second thing that is usually done on the cemetery, as you can see right now, is there are lots of leaves and some twigs and branches that have fallen onto the grave. So the idea is that we visit frequently here and try and clean it up a little bit. I too was helping her mom getting some water and such, as you will notice shortly. And again, extremely beautiful. During the winter, they cover this side part of the grave with leaves, because usually trees, as you can see, it's been cleaned up now, are planted there. As you can see the yellow flower, and the idea is that in spring they don't need to cover them up with the leaves so that they can grow freely. Again, beautiful. I was telling the story about my experience with a grave of a friend of mine. Unfortunately, while he was 6 years old, he had an elder brother who had passed away, and the fact that I also visited his family last Christmas, so it was a rather sad atmosphere, because when someone passes away so young, it's always a lot to visit them. I say that it's unfortunate because they did not live the life the fullest they could have, but here on this specific day it was very sweet, very positive sort of atmosphere, because you know, it was their grandma and grandpa. They were very loved by everyone in the family, and I could feel the presence. I could feel the energy. It was very nice experience. Afterwards, we went to see Mag's dad's cousin's grave. But while on the way there, I noticed something very strange, because there was almost like this piano sort of structure, and I stepped there to check it out. It seems that these graves are from the Gypsies or the Romani people, whatever is the politically correct term to call them. And the way they make their graves is this way. So when they do visit them, they can sit around and talk to the spirits and such. And again, it was very beautiful to see that they are well respected, well treated within the church and within the cemetery.
Leon, brat mojego taty, i Jan, twojego syn, mój kuzyn.
Afterwards, we headed straight back home. It was a long, tiring day already. If I didn't mention it before, I will mention it again. The idea is that because Jesus has died, people are sad, and in expressing their sadness, they are not consuming any food. So essentially, it's a fast until the resurrection. Oh yeah, we didn't have the keys here. Sorry, Mag. We waited for a couple minutes. Her mom had the keys. The food was blessed and everything. Everyone looks a little bit tired because, again, of the fast. So I decided that, alright, I'm just gonna say hello to my friends. She brought me a gift. Nessi and Prem is the name of the dog I'm playing with currently. So they're mom and son. Prem is right now 2 years old. Nessi is like 8.5 years old. So the idea was like pretty straightforward. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna sit with them, drink some water maybe. Here I am trying to achieve the same, looking for Prem. Come on, buddy, come with me. Let's play. Let's spend some nice, relaxing time together. And indeed, I was able to convince him. I'm very lucky with Prem. And as you can tell, his name comes from the Hindi word Prem, which means to love or loved. And he was originally supposed to be living his life out in India, but due to some, let's say, unforeseen circumstances, he decided to stay here. And yeah, he has his family here, and he's loved. To become nice and cozy, put up the fireplace. Mag is very good with it. Amazing. The fire started rather quickly, within a couple of seconds. And we were relaxing. Yes, Nessie, I know. It's a tiring day. What's going on? What you got there? It's a cat, yay! No, I don't want to play with Nessie. Yeah, then I tried to console her that, alright, okay, Ness, it happens sometimes, you know. Sometimes cats don't want to play with dogs. We're all upset. But something else came up. We decided to release them so that they could run around in the backyard. Behind the backyard was this nice forest, again, where they go for the walks. So, what's next? Next, we will be heading to the church for the ceremony. I'll be meeting part of Mac's community and just relaxing. Because the night will go on long. So the session starts at 8 and it goes on till 1 p.m. There's a reading, a song, a reading, a song, 9 readings in total. The total description of everything that led up to Jesus' life. But that will all be there in part 2. For now, just relax, enjoy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next video.